Welcome to the Travel Man Podcast with your hosts Ben
and Chris.
And on today's episode, we'll be talking about how, in my case, San Francisco is better than LA.
Well, I think LA is better than San Francisco. All right, well, I guess we're just going to have to argue this out. So, let's talk about LA and why LA is better. I mean, LA, the weather is better in Los Angeles, Ben. San Francisco, it's fogged in all the time. It's cold all the time.
I agree.
Where LA is sunny and beautiful, and it's almost ideal. Like in LA, we say we pay the sunshine tax to live there. That's why it's so expensive, because it's sunny all the time.
Well, San Francisco might not be sunny, but it's got charm. It's got beautiful charm and beautiful.
Right. We don't need charm in Los Angeles because in LA we have glitz, glamour, and money. Right? It's Hollywood, so no charm in LA.
Do you have Californian redwoods in LA?
Probably we have chopped down California redwoods to make people's houses in LA. Yeah. We have palm trees in LA.
Yeah, but what about palm oil?
What about palm olive? Like palm olive, it's a soap,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, do you have a wine region? Because, San Fran's got Napa Valley and Sonoma.
It does. In LA, well, actually kind of near San Diego, we have this area called Temecula, which is in Riverside, and there are
Sounds
wines
like a
that grow
disease,
there.
Temecula.
All right. I do feel sometimes diseased when I go there, but you're right. I have to give you Napa and Sonoma. The wine is definitely better in San Francisco.
And does San Francisco have a museum that's dedicated to pinball machines?
Does San Francisco? Why, yes, San Francisco does. And Ben, you were going to tell me, and I can tell because I can see Ben's outline, he was going to tell me about the Musée Mécanique, or Mechanical.
Musée Mécanical.
Yeah,
in French.
Bonjour.
Bonjour.
Yes. For those of you who don't know, Ben is of French descent.
Yes.
And so actually our next debate video is going to be about Paris versus Prague, because I'm half Czech. So we're going to talk about sort of our mother country capital cities in the next debate.
And how funny is that, though, that we've got an Australian sitting here,
Yeah.
we've got an American here, but we're half French,
Yeah.
half Czech sitting
Yeah.
here.
No, it is pretty funny. Topher's laughing. I just can't...
Topher,
Yes.
quiet down, Topher.
All right.
Have you been to the Musée Mécanical, Chris?
I have. It's a cool old museum with like these old old arcade games,
Yeah,
almost,
pinball
right?
machines, so forth.
The fortune teller,
The fortune
Zoltar.
teller. Never would I put in a quarter and hear what it could possibly tell me.
Right.
Not a chance.
Right.
Not a chance.
I will say LA has a lot of, well, it doesn't have the Musée Mécanique or Mechanical.
Santa Monica
Yeah.
Boulevard.
Well, Santa Monica, on the Santa Monica Pier, there's an arcade. There's
Yeah.
also, in LA, there's a couple locations of Round One. Round One is a Japanese arcade chain. And so while we don't have a lot
cool.
of historic things, we have a lot of, like, really cool new Japanese arcade games.
Well, that's really cool.
Mhm. And, like, pinball's making a resurgence, too. In downtown LA, in Little Tokyo, there's a couple of, like, bars that just have, like, 20 pinball machines. So they get you to play expensive pinball and drink expensive beer. They just
Wow.
make more money both ways.
How much does it cost to play the pinball?
It's about $1 a game there, I think.
$1?
Yeah.
Wow, 4 times the price.
That's right.
Jeez.
They
So
cost
I
more
think
money now.
Musée Mécanical wins over anything LA's got.
It's definitely wins from the historical setting. That's for sure.
It's an
Yeah.
amazing place.
But
People
as,
should go see it.
but as someone who likes Dance Dance Revolution,
Oh my God.
the silly Japanese
I
arcade
love that
game.
game.
Yeah, there's more locations for that in LA.
Maybe
so.
you can stand up and show everyone how you dance.
I can
Maybe
put.
next video.
Well, I have a video on me playing Dance Dance Revolution,
Do you?
so I'll drop a link in the
All
description in case anybody wants to see that. For those of you who are watching the video, for the podcast, we'll figure out how to put a link in the description or something of that, too.
We'll do something.
Yeah.
Now, does Los Angeles have much of a trolley car scene or a tram or cable cars?
LA
Not really.
I think LA has the world's worst public transportation of any big city. I mean, LA has a subway.
Yeah, it does.
And then LA has a light
2
rail.
lines.
Right. LA used to have the world's largest streetcar network, actually.
Wow, did it?
Bigger than Melbourne.
Really?
But at some point we pulled them all out, and every single one of them is gone. So.
And now it's only probably Melbourne, Bern in Switzerland that has a rail, a light rail.
Right.
That's what we call it, a light rail.
Okay.
We got San Francisco that has light rail.
Right. Well, San Francisco has the BART, which is the subway.
BART.
It has the streetcars on the
trolleys.
street. Yeah, and then it has the cable car, which is like pulled by cable, and that's
really interesting. Actually.
right. And for those of you who are going to San Francisco, you have to ride the cable car. Don't be like Ben and not ride the cable car.
It was too expensive.
It's too expensive. How much was it?
$25.
It was $20 a ride now.
No, it's more so.
That's the round trip.
No, it's from one point. Maybe it was more.
Yeah,
there's a reason why I didn't take it.
That's crazy, and it was busy, right?
It was
the lines
super
were
busy.
long.
It wasn't worth it.
Yeah,
we did a 10K walk instead.
Okay, that's good exercise.
Better.
But if you do ride the cable car, you have to hang on the outside because
it looks dangerous.
Yeah,
it wouldn't happen here.
No, and that's why you have to hang on the outside. I mean, that would happen no other place in the U.S. either. But it's like, just because it's historic and fun, for some reason, nobody's updated any codes, I think, in San Francisco. And so they're like, it's okay, well, you can still ride that.
Of course.
The trick, if you already have, like, a pass to ride the cable car in San Francisco, is to not get on at the beginning stop in Union Station, but to go and wait one stop up, because they never fill the cable cars full, because it's not just meant for tourists, but it's also meant for locals to go around. And so the locals, they're going to get on at the intermediate stops. So if you just wait at one of the intermediate stops, then you can get on and you don't have to stand in
I
the
didn't
line.
know that you could do that.
Right.
Okay.
But now you do.
Yeah, well,
and now you do, too.
Next time I'm there, I'll wait at one of those intermediate stops.
All right, good.
You know, one negative, I think, towards San Francisco is I didn't really like Fisherman's Wharf.
Why not?
Too American?
Okay, how is it too American? What does that mean?
Good question, Chris. You know what? I felt like it was a bit over the top. You have the Madame Tussauds there. You have all those little dinky shops. It felt like I was walking into Warner Brothers Movie World or somewhere like that.
Okay, so it was like a manufactured tourist scene, is what you're saying. Too manufactured.
It was too manufactured, and I felt, manufactured.
Yeah. So
I think there's no other word.
Right. So the interesting part about that is OC Girl and I, which is my wife, for those of you who follow this, we were just in San Francisco, and we did this walking guide. There's this app called Detour, and they have this like behind the scenes in Fisherman's Wharf, where it like walks you through the actual fishing part of it.
Oh yeah.
Which is not the main street. And so if you were to go back and you were to walk not on the main street, but to walk where all the fishing boats are and the fishing processing facilities, you'd probably like that more, because that's more like, I almost want to say grittier and grungier, and
it's probably what I prefer.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I agree with you.
I don't like the over-the-topness.
No, that main street's very manufactured.
Oh, it is. It is. It's very manufactured. It's just... It wasn't us, my wife and I, obviously.
Right. No. But speaking of manufactured, I mean, so, like, Fisherman's Wharf is a manufactured place. In L.A., there's more manufactured people. Like, it's the world's capital of plastic surgery, so...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We saw a lot of
beautiful
big lips.
people. Right, that's right.
Yeah. What else can we discuss? So, how can L.A. really trump San Fran? What has L.A. got that San Fran doesn't have? Because I know San Fran...
Traffic. L.A. has traffic? Oh, wait. No, I'm supposed to be saying why L.A. is better.
I was going to say the beach?
Hey, Ben's a great help. L.A. has the beach. It has surfing. I think L.A. has Santa Monica and Venice Beach. And I guess related to manufactured stuff. Santa Monica is probably more like Fisherman's Wharf in that it's like manufactured. But Venice Beach...
I prefer Venice.
Yeah, Venice is pretty real.
Venice is cool.
Yeah.
Especially that old guy that walks on the glass.
Oh, I haven't seen him.
Apparently when...
Like broken glass?
Yeah. He breaks these bottles and then sets them out on this mat. But apparently it was his final show.
Wow.
for the day. Obviously.
Right, that's it.
He was going to be back there tomorrow.
right. It's my final show.
It's my final
today.
show.
Right. Well, I think that's good. I think we've been going about 11 minutes. So, who won? I don't know. We're going to have to ask Topher.
Topher, who won?
Yeah. We haven't given enough bamboo. So, hey, let us know. Do you think LA is better or do you think San Francisco is better? Leave us a note in the comments below. If you didn't catch our previous video about whether San Diego or Melbourne is better, check that out. I'll put a link in the description of the video as well. And if you're new here to Yellow Productions, then hit the subscribe button. Or if you're new to
Travel Man Podcast,
the Travel Man Podcast, make sure to subscribe to it. And I didn't mention this at the beginning, but this is also, it's available as a YouTube video and a podcast. The previous one, the next one, and this one. So, and future ones to come. So you can find the link just to the audio file if you want to re-listen to this sometime later. So. All right, and I'll put a link to our previous video right here if you're watching the video.
Nice.
Right.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
See you. Bye. Thanks again to Chris for this fantastic discussion we had between San Francisco and LA. We both really enjoyed the discussion. Maybe Chris won this time. Maybe he won, because I actually didn't feel very confident with San Francisco, even though they've got Napa Valley, Sonoma, they've got Redwoods, they've got fantastic food culture, coffee culture there in San Fran. Pretty similar, actually, to Melbourne. But LA also has some amazing things to do. It's just such an amazing place. I was torn between choosing, actually, but... yeah, let's give this one to Chris. Okay, so if you want to follow me, you can. It's actually you can't follow me yet. I actually haven't set up anything for you to follow me, but you can actually send me an email. So send me an email to travelmanpodcast@gmail.com. Do you want my password? Well, I'm not going to give it to you. Anyway, if you want Chris's awesome videos and all his content, it's Yellow Productions. And that's on YouTube. So go to YouTube, look up Yellow Productions, and you'll see all these fantastic videos there. And stay tuned for the next podcast. We've done 3 versus podcasts. We'll do more in the future. Chris was down from San Diego, so we did 3 while he was in Melbourne. Just letting you know that I now have a Facebook page set up, an Instagram page set up, all Travel Man, one word. Then Space Podcast. I also have an iTunes account. Obviously, this is where you're listening to this. Otherwise, you're listening to it on SoundCloud. I've also got the website, which is a Wix website. So you can just type in Travel Man Podcast, and that should come up on Google. What else have we got? I've got... email, which you've already heard, travelmanpodcast@gmail.com. Otherwise, yeah, get ready for the next podcast coming up. Thanks again, guys. Ciao. See ya. Bye.